Get downloading the One Football app. It is free. The link is in the description for that. All the latest news, your transfers, your gossip, stats with Newcastle United. Every football fan needs it.
But Maurice knows what he's doing. Maurice top-notch Tino, blood. You know them way there. It wasn't quite champagne football, but we were oozing sauce. Jeez, blood. You know them way there. Big up Newcastle Fan TV.
We won the last 3 games at White Hart Lane or something, last 2 or 3 games.
That's what I was going to say, bro. That's why I keep saying like they're a problem for us.
Yeah,
that's why I thought this was going to be bad, you know what I mean, bro? But we turned it around like Bruce Jenner, blood. Jeez, fam. You saw what happened.
He didn't score because he was close. If he would have scored,
I would have left.
That would have been,
I was leaving if that happens. Overall, no. But I'm just hoping that the players we have brought in do improve us this year.
Rafa was told at the start of the window, you have to wheel and deal now. If that's the way forward for the club, it's the way forward for the club.
We had 4 right backs in that game, and he didn't come on. I mean, what was he doing going flying in?
I don't know, because people around me said it wasn't a red card and I was sitting in the home end.
Exactly, they would say that.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a red card, man. You can't go in like that.
And Shelby was trying to tell him, look, keep your head in it, man. I think his head's gone with this transfer thing going on with him and wanting to leave. I think he's gone, me personally.
Yes, hopefully stay up 17th place, just scrape like Huddersfield last year. So
that way you're modelling on, because the signings, no disrespect, on Premier League signings except from Harry Arter.
Yeah, that's it. We've got championship players.
But I've been to Newcastle loads of times. It's one of my favourite away days. I love your stadium. I actually think we've got a great view. I like the view. I like being able to overlook everything. It means I can analyse the game a bit better. No, I like it, and I love the chips and gravy that you serve. It's much better food than what's at the bridge.
So I don't know why we didn't get it. Chelsea, we just put 11 men behind the ball and just says attack.
Craig Hope's just talking bollocks, because I know how the rumours came from him. I mean, the club said, you know, it was just Knoxville, Lascelles and Shelby. I don't know if they'll be involved against Forest, but they should be involved against Man City.
You've got Man City next. We need to get out your prayer mats, park your buses, park your other buses, park your cars, your lorries, your vans, your trucks, whatever you got. Because if that was 3-1, it's going to be 33-0 come the weekend. That was absolutely diabolical from start to finish. I can't think of one player who would score 1 out of 10.
I'm sort of keeping it easy because of the police around here. You know, Manchester United, on the other hand, they have history. They have decades and decades worth of successful history to show that they are a big club. And whereas Manchester City sort of say, yeah, we haven't got any history, but yeah, we're big. Hey.
You do know that.
I don't really like that.
Well, the fact is, you've got 2,500 people that have traipsed down here. We'll always sell out the away end. All we want is a team that shows the same passion as us, and I actually think they did that today.
Before the season started, I had Newcastle to be relegated, and that was not because I don't like Newcastle or the fans or anything. It's because I can see what mess you're in. Rafa Benitez looks disinterested, doesn't look like he wants to be here, looks like he's fed up.
Ashley's fucking with your club, you understand? I think you've got a manager that can actually take you to a next level. You get me? Because I'm not being disrespectful, but to get 10th last year with that squad, it's an amazing achievement, man. You understand?
But you only have few people like John Joe Shelby, Ross Barkley, Wilshere, the only few creative English players in the country. You should take them. Even if you put them on the bench, bring them in second half.
No, I don't think we'll get Champions League football. Yeah, I really don't. I mean, look, you know, I hate to say it, but there's too many teams that I think are much better than us.
And I think most football fans up and down the country will, because Newcastle are a likeable club. I think a lot of fans would like to see them do well, and a lot of fans can understand when you've got an owner. I mean, we've had bad owners in the past, but we've never had an owner that's trying to, you know, literally ruin the club from the inside out.
The pictures from what I've seen, you've sat there with a smirk on his face, and he seems to enjoy it, and he goes on about this pantomime villain thing, but it's a lot more seriously. The pantomime villain, it's you know, he's the bad guy, but it's a bit funny. This isn't funny. This is not funny. Today was a huge opportunity for us to get 3 points, and who knows? We don't want the circus, which is Mike Ashley, around the club.
And it never happens. I am absolutely outraged. We cannot fucking score to save our lives when it really fucking matters. Our 2 best players, and they're not even bloody there. No, I haven't finished yet.
Go on. He's either here to probably understand the fans' feelings, or he's just here to just laugh it up even more. With this chump still in charge of us, he'll not put any more money into the club.
I think Burnley were in the bottom 3 and they won a couple of games, and now they're well back up in it again. So a couple of games so early on in the season, and you can turn it around. I think Rafa will be all right. I think you'll finish around 10th, 11th. Wouldn't be surprised.
That hammer blow, that sums up our season at the moment. I think that crushes. That's a crushing blow that's harder to take than, you know, the home defeat last week. This is the worst I've felt all season. It really is.
What's it here?
At half time, I was literally just dumbstruck into how the hell that we were behind, and how the hell with them we were one shot on target, one shot on target, one goal. They offered absolutely nothing, but somehow they were leading at half time.
I just can't believe it, and I'm starting to get seriously worried that we could be in trouble, serious trouble.
I don't know, Newcastle today didn't offer nothing at all, you know. Shelby tried his luck from his zone off, but that's as good as it got for you guys too, you know. Like I say, Newcastle were there for the take, and we did take our opportunities.
Disappointing result. Disappointing season so far, disappointing result. What, we're now 11 games in, 10 games in? 10 games in, yeah. And we've got 3 points. Wow, 3 points. Bottom of the table still up, as far as I know.
But to be fair, I thought Key and Shaw were really good, and I'm really impressed the way Key moves the ball as well.
You know, today we can paper over the cracks. We've got the win. It didn't matter if it went off somebody's arse or what. We got the win, and that is all that's important, and it gives us something finally to build on.
Why would Lascelles come out and say that after he signed his new contract? It doesn't make any sense for him to say that before. And why didn't he say that beforehand?
What a bit of confidence can do, isn't it? It's absolutely amazing. You know, look at how we played, you know, last week in that second half, and we took that forward into this game, to this first half.
What a big, beautiful man. Honestly, what a big, beautiful man. Absolutely. Did you see his second goal? That was football pornography, that was. Howie.
Big, beautiful man of pornography.
I don't care, me.
Rondon, just...
We have all done this for a long time.
Fucking steamed. Fucking hell's all happening. Watch him get fucking...
We're getting gassed out.
Look at that, Kyle. Point it out there. Oh Christ! even the cricket club's gone in flames, and he's fucking hell
trying to gas us out.
Mark, that is an unusual feeling tonight.
It is for me, because I've never seen Newcastle win away. Me hoodoo's broke, everyone. It's not me. It's not my fault anymore now.
To move again, because we're going to get run over.
Yeah, we're going to get run over, so we need to move forward. But
most of his men can't multitask.
Anderson, man, like we said, the £42 million man may be finally starting to get that.
Listen to that, £42 million man.
Sorry guys, I mean to rub it in.
I would not pay the 24 million that's been reported for him. Not for a lad who's only done one like the MLS. I mean, I know apparently Atlanta fans really rate him. They think he could cut in the Premier League, but I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure Rafa's got like other options.
We're not paying that. We're not paying 24 million. 2.4 million will be we're paid, but we'll not go and get him for that. If
it's the loan fee.
Aye, the loan fee. Or we'll make Rondon permanent, and then we'll loan Almiron.
Man, that second half, especially late on, it was unbearable. They were battering down the door, but our defensive display saw us through. I mean, I'm really pleased with the point. At that point, it doesn't generate as much of a buzz as a win would have done.
Listen, I'm not being funny. I was on FaceTime with my girlfriend watching the match, so obviously I was doing a bit of multitasking. At 90th minute, my girlfriend says come back on camera, because I was jumping in and out of FaceTime and that. I go off the camera for like a few minutes. Next thing I know, I come back, it's 2-1.
What's happened to him since he's had this injury or whatnot? But he just switched off. And even when the ball was taken down, he wasn't doing. There was no rush, there was no urgency or passion in it whatsoever. To just do something. Don't just stand there like a fucking pudding, like a clown.
I think Huddersfield deserved a lot more out of it. I would say they definitely deserved the win. In the first half, we showed absolutely nothing going forward, I thought, and it was a bit lacklustre. Our goal was very, very good counter-attack, but I remember thinking in the first half, I don't know what the game plan is here. Like we looked devoid of ideas.
First 90 seconds of praying in a church about Sunderland and Lee Catmull saying they're going to get promoted. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anyone at home who hasn't seen it, but it doesn't go well, let's put it that way.
It was funny, it was comedic, it was nice to see them struggle. Well, fuck me, we've got problems here to sort out.
I just think it's quality, that. I mean, that's the one positive you can take from the week, really, seeing stuff like that.
Get the popcorn out, everyone.
Yes.
Who's Graham Scott? Who the fuck's he?
Well, Liverpool fans will be on his Christmas card list for next year.
No, that's not the reason why Liverpool won, of course not. But when we looked at Liverpool's lineup, Mark,
but in that, it is a controversial decision. If he doesn't give that penalty, they wouldn't have scored, you're then looking at that and seeing whether or not our heads would have dropped.
I thought Rafa Benitez today gave us the most difficult challenge we've had under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which isn't saying a lot because we played Cardiff, Fulham, Bournemouth, but I thought it was a different test for us today.
Bravka obviously were the first. I'm not going to slate him too much because honestly, mate, he's been flipping fantastic since he came to Newcastle, and that's his first mistake.
Oh, we will get people in, but they'll be like deadline day loans like last year.
Well, Steve Howe said there was something being announced before the game. I'm still waiting, Steve.
The only thing I could see us maybe signing is maybe one at max 2 possible European loans, and that's about it.
That is mid-table Championship quality at best. Look, Hosselu behind Rondon, he's our best striker behind Rondon.
It was absolutely shocking, to be honest. You know, Blackburn, a team that lost 5 of the last 6 games today. Yeah, 15th in the table. And then we've got a striker in Joslu who probably wouldn't get in their starting 11.
I like him, to be honest. I think he's a good player, but he clearly doesn't want to be here, so I think it's just best if he just goes.
Hayden needs to go. I don't care if we don't have any more players. Get Hayden out of the club.
The reasons for him wanting to leave, he's in the right place, but at the end of the day, what he did at Cardiff was unacceptable and unprofessional.
We'll take him. I mean, we kind of need him at the minute.
We'll have a loan. We'll send Kennedy back because he's been awful.
Has he been that bad?
Mate, he's been shocking. You'll ask every Newcastle fan in the comments, come back and check this video. I bet you every single Newcastle fan, they send him back. Honestly, he's been awful.
Sort out your own business with, you know, Man United and all the rest of it.
Get your little business ventures ticked off.
Exactly. Sort all that sort of stuff out. You know, worry about your own team. I know you're pundit and you've got to kind of say something to be controversial and all the rest of it now, but just toe the line. If you don't know, just say you don't know. That's it.
Lots of goals, lots of action, but at 2-0 up, to just throw it away. I mean, I wasn't impressed with Woodman today.
I think Perez definitely did. For some reason, when Perez came on there, probably a little bit sloppy when he first came on there, but started to get a stranglehold in the game, and I think he turned it.
Perez made the difference.
He did, well done.
He came on, and I think I think it was too much for Blackburn. I never thought I'd say that this season, saying Perez is too much for a team, because he's never been too much for a team, but he has been the day.
Because of all the negativity that's going on, like the outside of the club now, rumours going around that the takeover could be coming off soon, because of looks like it's going to be it's Ashley's asking price that is putting people off from buying the club.
What a result! What a great performance. Rondon was especially outstanding.
It's awful, to be honest. We didn't turn up. It's our big game as well, the same as you, but it was really annoying. I thought our right back, your Richie, he was targeting him all the time, and he was really poor.
2:45.
Where were you at 2:45?
Oh, are you on about when I was late?
That Shaw goal, that is probably the most surprising thing I've seen.
Ben Schafer?
A centre back, exactly. I've seen something like happen. Ben Schafer, oh yeah.
I mean, can Joslu do that? No, I mean...
let's just stop that there, because we've got an Irishman trying to take over there. What's your thoughts on HITC Sport?
I think it's good, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do. What?
Really?
I think so.
But I watch it to go to bed because it makes us go to sleep.
Mike Ashley needs to take the blame. I wouldn't blame Rafa, I'd blame Mike Ashley. He's got limited resources at the club.
Dreadful, with solid defensively. I did actually think it's just about nothing up front. Joslu's not providing what we need, and for a striker that's played at Real Madrid, you should expect a bit more.
It doesn't surprise me one bit. It's the most typical Newcastle thing ever.
Charnley, the whole Newcastle recruitment team, have had 3 weeks to look into that, to look into his medical history, and you can see he's been injured the past 3 years, on and off.
That is just crazy, in my opinion. You can't be looking to bring players in who just don't look fit at all at this particular point of view.
We were shouting and screaming that much. It's just an absolute miracle. One shot at target, and it just must be. It was just cockiness and I think laziness from them.
It's just just being let out there with an absolutely brilliant victory. I just can't believe it. But yeah, everyone to a man just absolutely did their best. It was just absolutely amazing.
It's a miracle, mate. I've been saying though for weeks that we needed to beat one of these big teams, because last season it was Man U, which give with a rolling ball effect to stay in the league.
We've beat Man City. Hopefully it can kick on now. And
who's that team we call United? Who's that team we all know?
I take it you're very happy tonight.
Oh yes, despite I was thinking when they scored the early goal, I was thinking, oh God, is this going to be a cricket score game? But I thought the lads did well, kept trying, and when we got the equaliser, the stadium started to lift even more, and then and we're still stuck behind the lads, and we got the penalty, and against St James's Park was just roaring.
Undone by a goal which certainly the goalkeeper will be upset by, but I've just posted a thing online just saying don't blame him. No blame, no shame. He's been too good for this club.
Well, I think it's typical of Tottenham's season. I don't think Tottenham have actually got into second gear yet, and I don't think that's been showing off or anything like that. But Tottenham have just grinded results out this season, and that has been the difference, and that is why we're up there.
He hasn't got the players to do it though, half the time, which is one of the factors. Let's face it, when we've got like Almiron in, and he's got the players to actually influence the game more than he can do with some players we've got now, you would think he'd be able to do it.
It's frustrating being a Newcastle fan, come on. And then to watch that, I've just paid 40 quid to watch attack versus defence, a training session. Tell me something that we did.
It was a bit embarrassing, to be honest.
I do think though, I just realised I'm wearing my coat inside out. Great. Anyways, I do...
fashion statement.
It's a fashion statement?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen it back. Well, I've seen it back in pictures. I've not seen it back in actual visually, like in video format, but it looks like it was a foul on him.
There was a foul in the build-up. At first I was concerned it may have gone out of play, but for me, 99 times out of 100, after seeing the replay back a few times, that would be given as a foul.
We've got a couple of songs for Almiron as well. Do you want to sing them?
I'd well pass for now.
Why not?
I'm not.
This is your moment to shine.
I'm not a singing type, you know.
One that was
there's no one here.
There's a camera. There's a bloke passing the zebra crossing over there.
Yeah, but he's not interested.
Maybe if you start singing. There was weed as well. Right.
He played really well. He had a couple of energetic runs. Had a couple of chances as well. Maybe he should have converted one of them if I had to be harsh, but. Yeah, he played superb the day, and more to see from him because he's really fast, really good player.
Oh, he's awesome. We've missed a player like that, someone who could literally just take the ball and run at players. Because we had Kennedy like that up until, I don't know, the Cardiff game, and then after that he's gone missing. It's like Home Alone.
I think he was the best player on the pitch by far.
He looks something special, that kid, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of the lad as well.
Merge the top.
Kyle, where'd you get that shirt from?
What's this website called?
Before we move on, can we just get what the HITC's guys wearing?
I'll start that again. So Kyle, where'd you get your top from?
First page.
Fashion spot.
Hopefully it does put. Well, how many drop your stuff?
Free ret roll.
So take 3, everyone. This will be an outtake. Kyle, where'd you get your top from?
Free ret roll.
I think we won't beat Man City. Maybe it's the announcement that we agreed to deal with Almiron like hours before. I think that gave the players a lift, and it's continued to do so.
The performance today was just outstanding. Fabian Shaw was just lethal.
Shaw's goal was really good by Shaw. The Longstaff just to get a goal for him was brilliant. So the first half was the better half. Surprisingly, instead of actually playing amazing football between Rondon, Perez and Almiron, we actually go and score one screamer and one well-taken goal as well.
Well, look, obviously, the guy's come on, he's got his character for views, whatever, and look, he's come out, he said, F Declan Rice. You say that, it can come back to bite you in the arse. It's so much negative attention. He went to West Ham Twitter and got rinsed, and now, this is the sort of thing where it gets memed and used against you. Declan Rice has obviously seen it, because he's come and give the shush celebration.
You know, the whole media and everyone else is playing off this whole Rice versus Longstaff. I'm sorry, Rice won that.
I would agree. I thought he bossed it.
He bossed it today. I don't even know why he didn't get man of the match.
Like you said, that was absolutely fucking garbage, wasn't it? It was shit. Never mind not being able to score. We couldn't even open a box of fucking sugar puffs, never mind else out on the pitch. There was individual errors. it looked a million miles away from what we've been recently, and that's really disappointing.
Dead and buried at 2-0 out, 2-0 down, sorry. And then for some reason that Rondon goal lifted us, but we still weren't pushing forward. But then the equaliser just got us up there, and it was just absolutely brilliant.
Straight red, should have been off. Sorry, but you should have been. And not only that as well, Zuma went 2-footed on Almiron in the first half as well, so there should have been down to 9 players, mate, if the referee was competent.
The best feeling ever. Great comeback. 2-0 down, then we'll come back with 3-2. That's absolutely class, that like.
That was the perfect game to have after the long break we've all been on. I said it to you off camera, if I was you lot going back to Newcastle and you travelled down here on a Monday night, I'd be asking the club to give my money back. Not that you're going to get it off Mike Ashley, because he don't spend nothing, but...
What the fuck? These men are mad, blood. The men are driving past beeping, screaming, fuck Tottenham, blood.
I think it was Pochettino, wasn't it, after he's just realised Arsenal have gone above them, hasn't it?
Bro, these men, like... I don't... like, nobody really thought, like, we'd get like, into this, like, position, innit?
We're very happy, but, you know, it's still a tough game, you know, because you still have to carry on, you know, and before we got the second, Newcastle were coming forward a bit, so, you know, the game was a bit possibly on the knife edge.
I'm gonna have to take that from you. Amazing performance by the boys tonight. Well, I want to say amazing. I think it was pretty decent. You guys were actually, I feel uncomfortable me holding it here. You guys were actually like, it's like you have nothing to play for, which is the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like you're almost on holiday.
They're not that side anymore. It's a shame that it's gone to that level, but that's football, isn't it? I mean, they need investment. They just need maybe a new owner, new investment, and they'll come again, because they've got everything there. Everything is there. The stadium, 50,000 every week. That's amazing support.
Yedlin should have known better, definitely, and that's what's cost us in the end.
First half, we're pretty much all over them. Like, we had our chances, and then obviously the next minute we had a goal disallowed, and then they had a goal disallowed, and it was just proper, absolutely flat.
Perez just did the business, and it was lovely just to thwart them time and time again, because they're a quiet bunch of bastards, aren't they? I tell you what, it was tremendous, man. Honestly, fantastic.
I'm sorry, but I burst your lip, didn't I? In the celebrations, I kind of like give him a left hook, and oh god, I'm really sorry, mate, but
Kai might not be at the Southampton game. He might be in court for assault on another fan.
Have his punch back, but I don't know when I'm going to get it.
Perez was unbelievable. 3 goals and a hat-trick. What more can you expect? And also we're safe for another season, which is brilliant.
Yeah, it's definitely us safe, mate. I thought we were safe last Friday against Leicester, won't beat them 1-0, but that's just a final nail in the coffin. I think it's job done for.
Wow. Wow. That is just unreal.
Perez played absolutely awesome today. He got 3 goals, and that's what we needed. In the second half wasn't the best, but we got the 3rd goal with Perez.
It was a bit nerve-wracking into the second half, but once we scored,
that might have been a bomb, that one.
I thought the first 2 goals they scored were very avoidable. I thought 3 men both times could have been avoided, but very poor. But we did well to bounce back in both on both occasions through Rondon and Atsu, of all people.
Robbed.
Should have been down to 10 men.
Daylight robbery. Well, not even daylight because it's night time, but night time robbery at St James's Park. Why does nobody get locked up? I don't know.
I thought we battled well for large parts. I thought performance was excellent. Everyone was trying their hearts out. Unfortunately, all the 3 goals for Liverpool. Poor bits of defending.